We've always thought about the intersection of brand and how things work. And so we, as a design firm, focus on designing the entire experience. And that really means thinking about the brand, the interface, and the business. When you bring all three of those things together, we actually get a complete picture of an experience.
The private jet business market is one of the last travel industries that has not been digitally automated. And Stellar is seeking to automate that with a digital marketplace.
We kind of have two customer segments. I mean, we've got consumers, but at the same time, the other side is an enterprise tool. It's a B2B company on the other side, and these are small to medium-sized businesses that are just all about efficiency, and these guys are in the tool all day, and they need clean workflows, and to try to design something that works for both, but still feels like part of the same ecosystem or family. I mean, that I think was probably one of the biggest design challenges.
Private jet travel, which is such a high-touch industry, was managed all behind the scenes with all these emails, all these phone calls, all these things that were so inefficient. It took so long.
It wasn't just making an app for people to book flights on a plane. It was also understanding how do people service those inquiries? How do the operators who own the planes get the information so they can approve it? What's the workflow around that? So actually thinking about all the various people in the system, thinking about all of the aspects and components that were part of it, rather than just thinking about the immediate outcome, which is we got to have an app so that people can book flights. We were able to take this much broader view and create something that much more effectively solved the problem.
We kind of thought about the science of aeronautics, and you have this beautiful seamless plane that looks amazing and feels luxurious, but underneath the mechanics and the science of what's happening, there's a tremendous amount of coordination and collaboration, and we really wanted to expose that and show that in this beautiful way through the operator and the iOS app.
One of the main things that we wanted to accomplish was making it really, really fast to book a flight. Really intuitive, really simple. The entire interface could be basically one skin, which we called the mesh. So rather than a more traditional interaction model where you have pages and you have a page and another page moves out on top of that, the entire system was within one page, and elements just transform and emerge as the user needs them. On the operator side, one of the main things that we looked at was pulling everyone together, pulling in salespeople who respond to the initial request, carrying it through to the operational people who work with the customers to provide catering and ground transportation. So it was really about collaboration and allowing everyone to use one interface to manage the entire process.
A purposeful business understands why it does what it does, and it has a way to prioritize and make decisions. Sometimes you have to do more visual work to get that experience right, because if you don't understand the feeling, then you may not understand the value proposition. And that's a great example of how we use brand as a decision-making tool.